Welcome back, guys. Today should be a very short lesson. We are going to do the second half of the katakana today, and then we have a new particle that we're going to practice with. That's about it this time. And then there's just one more lesson left in this book. I'm so proud of you. You have worked so hard. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, these are the last katakana characters that you need. We have the H's and the M's, and then of course we have the 3 Y's, the special characters wa and o, and then we have all of the R's. Study all of the katakana collectively together, and we're going to practice reading some katakana words in the final lesson. If you are having trouble with the katakana, try one of these apps. Now, the first two, we have Drops and Memrise. Those two are the best ones for just basic vocabulary, learning the characters, the hiragana and the katakana. These two right here, Drops and Memrise, those two are the best ones. Both of them are also free. They do, of course, have paid versions, but they're not necessary and really not worth it. You get 5 minutes a day with Drops. That's all you need to study the kana characters, just 5 minutes a day, no big deal. Then you have You Speak and Lingo Deer. Both of these are good for just general practice, like basic grammar. You Speak is free to a point, so you can try it out, do, a couple of lessons. I think you can get about halfway through level 1 on the free account. Then you can decide to upgrade if you want to. It is a very good app. It really does a good job teaching grammar, and it has sample dialogues for you to practice, but it's very expensive on the premium. I don't think the premium is worth it. The free version is worth it. Go ahead and try it. It is a good way to learn the characters and learn some basic grammar. And if you have the money and you really enjoy it, you can upgrade if you want to. I personally don't think it's worth it. It is quite expensive to upgrade. Then you have Lingo Deer. Lingo Deer is another really good one. They used to be free. They used to have level 1 was free and level 2 was premium. I think they have changed that. I am not sure. I actually have the paid version of Lingo Deer. I did all of level 1, really loved it, wanted to do level 2. So I went ahead and got the lifetime membership with them because they also have other languages. They have Korean and Chinese. And I think they've even added more languages since then. But Lingo Deer is best for Asian languages. So if you are studying Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, Lingo Deer is one of the best apps out there. However, I don't know if they are still free. If they are not free, they might have like a free trial that you can do. I don't know. I loved them and I bought the paid membership. So they are a good app. But if you don't want to spend money on it, go with one of the free ones instead. Personally, for the kana only, I would stick with Drops or Memrise. Or both. You could do both. They're free and they are good for learning vocabulary. Or in this case, the kana characters. So I will leave this here. Take a picture if you want to. They should work on both Android or iPhone. And I think Memrise is even available on desktop. So give them a try if you're having trouble memorizing the characters. Kawaii Nihongo is another good app. This app has like a little story and you get these little flashcards that teach characters, vocabulary, and some basic grammar. And they do it in a way that's really easy to remember. The pictures they use are very colorful, very memorable. So this app is fantastic. However, it has a downside. Although you can play it completely free, like it doesn't cost money at all. It is 100% free should you want it to be free. But it takes a very, very, very long time to earn money. And you use that money to buy decks of cards, right? And the more decks of cards you have, the more vocabulary you can study and that kind of thing. But it takes a long time to unlock all of those cards. There are mini games that you can play to earn money. You can also watch advertisements to get money. And they did add a mini game at one point. That was how I earned money back when I first started learning Japanese. There was like it was almost like Candy Crush, but it was different, but it was linked to this app so that when you would get points on the Candy Crush game, you would get coins in Kawaii Nihongo that you could use to buy flashcards. When I was looking for this picture, I saw this picture, Kawaii Dungeon, which has the same characters in it. I don't know if the same thing applies. I have not played this one. I've not played Kawaii Dungeon. But if it works the same way as that Candy Crush Bubble Pop thing, and you can play Kawaii Dungeon to earn coins to unlock flashcards, then this would be excellent. I would give this a try. I have not played this. I don't know if this is good or not. It looks good. It looks interesting. It looks like it's a pretty good way to practice also. Like they have like a word here and you have to pick the translation. It is a very good app. Like, honestly, if it weren't for the fact that it's a pain in the butt to get coins, I would say that this is the best app. If you are patient, if you are very patient and you are willing to fight through it and try to earn coins to get your cards, or alternatively, if you are willing to spend some money to just buy coins so that you can unlock the cards, this is a fantastic app. It's just a little tedious to get to a point where it's worth it. You know what I mean? Other than that, though, this is also a very good app, and that's why I put it in the honorable mentions. So give it a try and let me know what you think. Today, we're going to talk about the particles ni and e. Both of them are used for location, destinations, things like that. But they are used differently. Ni can be used for pretty much all of the English prepositions. It can mean in, on, or at, depending on how it is being used. We use ni for places, specific destinations, and also time. E is used to emphasize the path or the direction, like the general direction to a place. And even though it's written with the character he, right? This is he. It is not pronounced that way when it's a particle. It is pronounced e, right? The H is silent. This is very similar to the particle wa, which is actually the particle ha, and we don't pronounce it that way when it is a particle. It's wa, not ha. This one, same thing. It's e, not he. So I have two sentences here to kind of show you how ni and e are different. First, we have ashita. Gakko ni ikimasu. Ashita means tomorrow. Gakko ni, to school. Ikimasu, I will go. So I will go to school tomorrow. So in this sentence, we use ni because we're talking about a specific destination. We don't really care about the path to that destination. We're just going to school. The path is irrelevant. On the other hand, in the second sentence, we have gakko e no michi. Inu o mimashita. The particle e is different from the particle ni because it's kind of like saying on the way, right? Like on the way home, I saw cherry blossoms. E is more about the path to the destination, while ni is about the destination itself. So with ni, the place we're going is the important part, but with e, the path to the place is the important part. So in the second sentence, gakko e no michi, inu o mimashita. The e here means on the way to school. I saw a dog. In this sentence, we're talking about the trip. It's the trip to the school that matters because on that trip, I saw a dog. That's why we use e here instead of ni. So in English, we have a different word for all of these different things, but in Japanese, it's very easy. They just have the one particle. You use it for all of them. So it is the English that has the problem. When you translate from Japanese into English, you have to consider which of the words we need for the sentence. In 1982, at 5 o'clock, right? We don't have to worry about any of that in Japanese. We only use the particle ni. It works for everything. So if I want to say in the box, I can just say hako ni, in the box. If I want to say in March, 3月に. If I want to say on the desk, 机に, on the desk. 木曜日に, on Thursday. 家に, at the house. 昼に, at noon or at lunchtime, right? Ni works for all of them. I do have some more verbs for you today, just to give you a little extra practice with conjugating. And also we're going to use a few of them in some example sentences. So you need to know what they are. So first up we have iku, which means to go. If I want to conjugate iku, what do I need to do? I'm going to go from the ku to the ki. Ikimasu. I go. We have kaeru, kaeru. This one means to return or to come back, right? So if I want to change this one, I need to find the ru that's over here. I'm going to go to ri. Kaerimashita. I came back. I returned. Then we have arao. Arao means to wash. If I want to say I didn't wash, I'm going to go from the u to the i. Arai. Masen deshita. Araimasen deshita. I didn't wash. Okay, we have this lovely young lady going to school. But wait a minute. So, there is a reason why the sentence says, Kare wa doko ni ikimasu ka? Kare means he, not she. This is a man. Where does he go? Well, he is wearing a school uniform, although he is wearing it incorrectly. So we can only assume that he's going to school. So how can we say he goes to school? What do you think? 彼は学校に行きます. He, to school, goes. Let's try another one. 彼らはどこに飛びますか? So we added that to kare, which makes it they. So it makes it plural. They being the man and the birds, right? So they, where, and then tobu means to fly. So tobimasu is they fly. Where do they fly? We have some geese. They're flying in a V shape, so that means they're going south. Do you remember how to say south? Was one of your vocabulary words. How can we say they fly south? What do you think? We are going a general direction, right? We don't have a specified place, a specified destination. So which particle do we need to use? Minami e tobimasu. Right? They fly south. We don't have to state the topic again if we don't want to. And we're going to use et because we're going a direction, right? We're going a general direction. We don't have a specified place in mind. So they fly south. Minami e tobimasu. Now, this one's a little bit different. This one says, itsu kaerimasu ka? Itsu is when. Kaerimasu ka? When will you come back? When will you come back? Asatte kaerimasu. What does that mean? Asatte. That was also one of your vocabulary words. Can you remember? It's a word that we don't have in English. In English, we would say the day after tomorrow. So the day after tomorrow. Because it's the day after tomorrow, that makes this future tense. So kaerimasu translates to I will come back. So I will come back the day after tomorrow. And we are all done. There is just one more lesson left. In the final lesson of this course, we're going to talk about time, and we're going to practice the katakana a little bit, and then we will be ready for book 2. I'm so excited! I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye!